Hello everyone, Andrea here with I Dream of Crafting. This is going to be a time lapse of the either 5 or 6 zippered pouches that I had to make for my craft fair. So I told you guys I would time lapse the other 5, so here it is. And yeah, so I think I think this time lapse is about 21 minutes. So this is 6 times regular speed. So I think it should work out well. So here we are, just done with the zipper part. I'm using punk rock tape for the outside, and the inside's going to be blue. I am really liking that color combination for the punk rock tape. I did use orange for a wallet, and it came out really cool. I wish I had a darker orange. I think that would have came out better, but the bright orange actually came out really well with it. So, but I like the blue with it. So yeah, here we are cutting 3 pieces of 9-inch tape to layer on top of the 9-inch tape of the punk rock. If you've watched my 2 other videos, my real-time video and my tutorial of how to make these pouches, you might notice I'm doing it a little bit different. I realized after the real-time video that I could layer the tape. Instead of layering the tape from the top to the bottom, so from the zipper to the bottom of the bag, I could layer it starting from the bottom of the bag and going up towards the zipper, and then the seams of the tape would actually be down, and you wouldn't get they would stay nicer, and you would have a less chance of hooking your nail on it, on the seams of the bag. So from now on, I'm going to do it this way. I'll go back on the tutorial and put that as an annotation. But it was kind of like a duh moment. So, yeah. So, if you make these bags, I would highly suggest layering how I'm doing now, bottom to top, so that your seams are facing downwards and it'll stay nicer for you longer. So here we're just trimming the edges. I find it easier, instead of trying to do it with an X-Acto knife, I find it easier to take a pen. Yeah, that one. I'm reaching for a pen. I find it easier to just get a pen and then cut it with scissors. I've tried so many different ways of trying to trim these. So this is the easiest way I found to do it. So you're going to see me doing this for all the bags that I do on this time lapse. Just just use a pen and then cut along that seam. You won't see that because we're going to cover that with tape anyway. So yeah, you won't see that that pen, if anything is left over from you cutting on top of it. So here we are laying the first piece of 7-inch tape. We have another 7-inch piece there for the other side. Cutting out boxes and folding it over. And I think I screwed up on this one. I can't remember. I think I had to redo this one later. But remember, when you're putting on your other side piece and your bottom piece, remember to do seam side down, so that all your seams will line up on the same side of the bag. So I just had to. I had some overlap there. I'm just cutting it off, and some string left over from cutting it off. So. And then we're going to remove that pink piece of tape that was holding my bag together. Oh, not yet. Oh yeah, here it is. I realized I screwed it up, so here I am doing it again. I wasn't sure if I taped this part or not. Yeah, so seam side down. If you're confused, please watch my tutorial. So, yeah, seam side down. That way all your overlap will be on the same side. Now we're removing the tape, and once again, seam side down. Lay the tape on top. I go about 3/4 of an inch just to line it up with all the with the side pieces of tape. Cutting off about 1/4 of an inch, but remember to measure to see how much you really need to cut. Cut out boxes, and then we are folding those over. And that is one bag done. 4 to go, I believe. So this one's going to be Prairie Plaid, I believe it's what it's called, and white. I didn't have like a pastel pink to match the pastel pink zipper. I'm very, very sad. But I thought the white looked really good with it, so I went with white. It was really the only color that could go with it. The Prairie Plaid has all this pastel color going on, so there's really no good color, you know, like a dark color to go with it. So I thought white was the best option. So I did actually think about putting the plaid on the inside as well, but I thought that, well, the inside and the trim, but I thought that would just be too busy, too much plaid, so I went with white. So here we are cutting out 3 pieces of 9-inch tape, overlapping by 1/4 of an inch. Here I'm just seeing if it would have lined up, which if it does, it's really hard to. Like there it lines up, but that's a lot of tape to waste. So that's the only reason I don't like lining up tape, is you do waste a lot of it trying to line it up. So I didn't line up any of these. I might line them up. You know, if I get an easy tape to line up, I might do it later. But I didn't line up any of these. So 3 more pieces of 9-inch, layer from the bottom to top, 1/4 of an inch, and there's one side done. We're going to do the other side now. These go pretty fast. The hardest part is just remembering to put the seam side down when you're putting the sides and the bottom on, so that your seams line up on the same side of the bag. That's the only hard part. So I'm going to be doing some tutorials soon on different wallets. If you want to see a tutorial on something, just let me know. Other than that, I'm just gonna do what I feel like doing. I am still doing my inventory for the craft fair in October. So I have these bags done. I have like maybe 7 of them, I think, for the craft fair. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do any more of these for the craft fair. I'm not sure. But I have these, and then I have about 4 of the rose pens done for the craft fair. I'm sorry if you're hearing my dogs in the background. They're barking at something. Probably someone's coming in. So I apologize for that. They'll stop in a second. But I'm just lining up the bottom of the bags, making sure the zipper is straight on top while I do that. And measure and cut. It's always about 1/4 of an inch, but sometimes it's a little bit you know, like 1/8 of an inch or maybe less that I have to cut off. That's just so all the tape lines up so that you don't have, you know, tape overhanging. So measuring again. Cut out boxes. So let's see, what was I talking about? Craft fair. I'm also going to be working on some Halloween bags. I thought they would be really cute. I have some really cute ideas for them, so I'm gonna give those a shot. And if they come out well, I'm going to post them on the Instagram and Facebook. I gotta do them soon though if I have any hope of selling any of them for Halloween. But I will be doing those this week. Maybe even tonight, I don't know. But we'll see. I'm mostly thinking how big I want to make them. But I love Halloween. It is my favorite holiday. Mostly because I just like dressing up. And I don't have really a reason to dress up on any other day. So I take full advantage. So yeah, I'm going to be doing those. So look out for those. And then I have some other bags to do. My brother's fiance asked me to do some for her nieces and nephew for Christmas, so I'll be working on those too. So lots to do. So on to the next one. This is going to be I cannot talk today. Gummy bears and purple on the inside. I usually use red for the gummy bear tape. I don't know, it's just my personal preference, but I didn't have a red zipper. And yeah, so I figured this would be cute too, because the gummy bear tape has purple gummy bears. So I'm like, yeah, we'll go with that. I think it turned out really cute. I like this one. So once again, not lining it up because I really don't think you can line this up anyway. And if you can, it's probably a pain because it's just really busy. All those little bears. So rolling out the purple now. 3 pieces of 9-inch. Oh, I need to sleep more. So much crafting. So let's see. About more than halfway done with this time lapse. Sorry if you notice any of the jumps. I had different things going on when I was doing this. My brother was coming in, and you know, he came in and I had to say hi to him, and then I had to pause it to go out to lunch and all that fun stuff. So it was a very busy day. Well, busy weekend, actually. But it was a fun weekend. My brother liked his duct tape painting of Elvis Presley. He thought that was very cool. The whole family did. They were very impressed. So that went over well. I am glad. So I need to do more paintings. I'm like torn because I need to do my inventory, but I want to paint. You know, I want to do more paintings. I gotta figure out what I'm doing. If you have a request for a painting that you would like to see, please let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. So there we go. We're just going to trim up the edges. And cut them out. So I believe there is only one more after this. And yeah, that'll be the end of the time lapse. So another like 5-6 minutes. We gotta trim this one out, seal it all up, make it all pretty. Using that scrap piece of tape again to hold everything in place while I seal this up. I also have the capability of doing a live stream on YouTube, so if you would like to watch me live, just let me know and I will figure out something to do live for you guys. Or you can tell me what you would want to see. If you want to see me do a painting live or a wallet live. If I do a painting live, it's not going to be a big one, because my 8x10s, depending on the complexity of them, those can take up to like 4 or 5 hours. Like the Guardians of the Galaxy painting, that took me about 5 hours. So I probably would, if you guys wanted to see a painting, I would either do a small one or I would do just a few, elements of a big painting and then finish the painting later, because that would be a bit too much. Because I usually take a couple breaks when I'm doing a painting, just so I'm not sitting continuously for 4 or 5 hours, which I can't do. I need to get up and move, mostly because I just need to get up and move, but also because I'm actually on physical therapy right now because I threw up my back. So I have to, I can't sit for that long. But this is the last one. I picked cotton candy in the same purple that I used for the gummy bears. Once again, the cotton candy has a lot of pastel colors and these, really pretty colors that they don't put out in just a plain, a solid color. So I figured purple was the best choice, even though the zipper is a pastel zipper. Pastel purple. But it came out great. At least there is, purple in the cotton candy design. So it all kind of tied together pretty well. So yes. This one gave me a little trouble. I don't know why it did. This is another tape that I'm not sure if it lines up or not. I haven't checked. That would be cool if the cotton candy did line up. That would look awesome. I don't think it does though. I don't know how they decide, which one lines up and which one doesn't. It's probably harder to make it line up than, just doing it. But they are cool when they line up. So that was a quick side to, that probably was the quickest yet. By the end of this, I was really getting into the groove. I knew, what to do. So I was cranking these out pretty fast by the end of this. So that's what I like to do when I'm doing something new. I'm actually working on trifolds right now, and I just like to make one after another, after another, after another, just so I can, work it out, figure out what I'm doing wrong, fix it, and then pretty much make a habit of it, so that when I go back and do it later, I know what I'm doing. That's how I got so good at my bifolds and my clutches. I've just done so many of them. I did when I was doing bifolds, I did 5 of them in one day. It was a lot, but I learned a lot from it, and I'm pretty good at them right now. The same with the clutches. I think the clutches take a while to do. They take about, let's see, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour to do. Maybe a little longer. They take a while. But I think I've done like 3 or 4 of those in a day. So I have those down pat. Those I don't even have to think about. So if that's if I had to give you a way of getting good or better at something in duct tape, just do it over and over and over until you're sick of it, and then do it again. That is really the only way to get good at something. Just do it so much that you're just tired of it. So we're almost done here. Another few seconds of the, another minute or so of the tutorial. Just closing up the bottom of this. And I thank you for watching. Hello all, I hope you liked the time lapse. I'm going to quickly go over them one more time. So here's this punk rock with blue. Oops. Blue interior. Prairie plaid with white. And a pastel pink zipper. Cotton candy with purple duct tape, purple trim, and a pastel purple zipper. Gummy bears, oopsies, with a purple zipper and purple trim, and purple interior. Cherry with red duct tape and red zipper. Dill with it, pickles, with green duct tape and a lime green zipper. And flamingo with flamingo pink duct tape and a pink zipper. So those are all the pouches I have made today. If I make any more, I'll either make another time lapse or I'll just, do a video of them. I don't know. I think you're probably all pouched out, right? So, I don't know what's going to come up next on the channel, so I can't give you a heads up. So just subscribe and keep a lookout. I'll see you in the next video.